Okay, let
What's
me
up?
open these. Apparently she can't open a beer, so that's fun. Do you want to have that one?
Cheers. Is this recording now?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. This is me. I've never had this before. Or should I say that? Sorry, I've had this heaps.
Well, you...
I seek so much of this. Oh, cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers. Try it.
It's nice though. I really shouldn't drink that. I might end up. It's because it's a nice day too, you know. It's nice. I'm like, wow, oh my god.
Okay, just hold it, because it wouldn't be good for the aesthetic. Okay, so we're just going to get started, and yeah, it's like chill if you...
Am I allowed to drink?
Nice.
I'm also parched, so it's sort of like, it's all just working out in their
Hydration.
favour. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
hydration. Okay, we'll keep it as that.
Gotcha.
Welcome to Better Bants. You're the first guest on my Better Bants series with Better Bear, so thank you for being here.
No dramas. Thanks for having
Wonderful
me.
weather.
I know.
I don't think we can... I think, like I was saying to you earlier, this is like pretty much a year since I did my first ever interview with you.
Yes, yes.
And you're the first ever player I did my interviews with.
Was
so,
I?
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice, eh?
How nice. First question, most important, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Very good. Yeah,
Things are good in life?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so. Can't complain too much, I guess. Could be digging holes.
You could be
So, yeah.
digging holes and...
Oh, man, could be doing many things.
I was trying to rhyme something there, but I couldn't
Digging
think of anything.
holes, cutting toes, making bowls.
Yeah, nothing's rhyming there, but
Yeah.
all good.
Oh my god. I feel like if I, yeah. No. I need to get,
Okay.
maybe if I had one more of these, I would,
Yeah, no, don't worry, I've got like 2 cases for
Oh,
you
okay,
out in
sweet.
which car, so
Then I
you'll
would
be
be
fine.
freestyling to the sun went down. Probably.
100%. Have you always wanted to be a professional rugby player?
Yeah, definitely. I think am I doing long-winded answers or short?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Just
yeah.
chat.
I think, well, for me, yeah. Just talk
chat,
shit.
Naitoa.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I
what
mean,
you're
I'll
good
see
at.
if I can do that. But yeah, I always wanted to be. Ever since I was young. It was sort of like a goal, and I just felt like I was just going to hit it. It didn't feel like something that was very far-fetched to me.
Yeah.
And I just was like real adamant. I don't know, I was just real
And you
adamant.
believed in yourself.
Well, yeah. I just was just like, I'm going to be a rugby player.
Yeah.
I didn't really see any other way when I left school. So I sort of just backed myself and put all my eggs in one basket, which I guess you probably shouldn't tell kids. Or maybe, I'm not sure really. They've always
I think
said...
it's a bit of half and half though, because
yeah.
I think on one hand people say you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, and on the other hand people are like, well, if you have a plan B then you don't believe in yourself to have a plan A. So I think there's a nice little line in the middle there.
Yeah, I think that's 100%. I was always told to have a plan B, and I was like...
You don't want it.
Well, I was just like, I don't know, I think I might be able to... Yeah, and then I just sort of backed myself really.
Yeah. Around what age did you know that you could like definitely give it a crack, like a solid crack?
I don't know. I was quite an egotistical kid growing up.
Confident?
Confident, yes. I was very
ego?
confident. Wow.
Because I think there's a difference.
There's definitely. I think as I've gotten older, I've sort of like learnt to understand.
Differentiate.
Yeah. But when I look back at myself, and I was like, man, I thought I was the man.
I love it.
I was that guy, honestly. But I think part of that helped me get to where I am today because I just completely backed myself.
Yeah.
And again, it just didn't seem far-fetched. I just like, yeah, it's not a matter of like if I'm gonna make it, it's a matter of when.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, which I guess probably comes off arrogant, but I don't know. That's just looking back, that's where I was when I was growing up.
I think you'll find that because I've dealt with it a lot in this past year as well, like wondering like, am I being too like confident in saying that I'm going to do it? Or but I think we get told, because especially in New Zealand, like, with like tall toppy syndrome and stuff, I think it's really, there's like a line that is towed, and like if you go past it then people see you as arrogant or cocky, but
for sure.
then you're also got to believe in yourself. So again, it's like that fine line
balance.
of
100%. I'm probably still like tiptoeing the line a bit, but again,
you've got to though.
Well, yeah,
that's
especially
what makes you who you are.
Yeah, especially being in this sort of environment, like a rugby environment, you have to believe in yourself. You have to back yourself. That's just the way that my job works. So
100%.
it's sort of you can also get swallowed up though, because if you're completely just stuck in, which you have to be selfish at times, but I think you can easily become too big for your boots and think you're that guy, but really, you're not him, cousin. You're not him.
Do you think that in like a team environment, you've found it quite hard to know when to really back yourself and know when to just sort of be there for the team? Or is it something you're just continuously
Yeah, I think there's always like instances in like the working environment where it's one or the other. But I guess, yeah, it's believing in yourself, but also being part of something bigger, which is the team.
100%.
I guess so. Yeah, having that balance of, hey, I want to be this where I'm at.
Yeah.
I want to be here right now, but they're seeing me as doing something.
Yeah.
You know, then you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
nice.
you have to be, you know, or not, and then you sort of balance. But
100%.
I think if you are, then it's going to be very beneficial for the team.
Yeah, totally. What's something you wish you knew before starting professional rugby that you didn't know, and why? You can think about it. We can like cut out all the deaf silence.
What's something I didn't know that I wish I did know?
Yeah. That might be like beneficial for others to hear.
What do you reckon? I don't know. Probably.
Like even if it's like down to like the daily schedule like game day preparation, all that sort of stuff.
It's probably. I would say. I don't know. It's a good question. Could be anything. What's something I didn't know? Did everyone know?
Do you reckon the beer's getting to you already?
Maybe I need more. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe how to structure your off season.
Yeah.
That's probably one thing.
Nice.
The one thing I learned is just like the professional side of things and what you're doing outside of the
training. It's not really
ground.
an off season, is it?
No,
you've still got
Yeah. It's just the pre-season before the pre-season. Really.
I think they should have a different name for off season because
Yeah.
it's definitely not off.
No, there's no. Yeah, you get off time, but then there's just So I think probably how to structure an off season and then how to find that balance.
Yeah.
Which I guess I feel like you learn just time in the set already, but
100%.
I think if someone sort of explained it to me a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd listen, but I think that's something that would have been cool if I knew it.
Yeah.
Then,
So like having back in your mind, you're like, oh yeah.
This is what I do in that sort of period of time.
For sure.
Because that sort of can make or break someone, like someone's career. I feel like is that time when you're not in work.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're at home, you're with family, with your friends. Don't have to be anywhere. You just stuff like that.
Yeah. Kind of sticking on that same line. What is a preconception about the rugby scene that you had before coming in, and has that stayed the same for you, or has it changed with your time being in the scene?
This is why you're the man. Now you can ask me some hard questions.
I remember that first interview and we were just taking the piss for like 5 minutes.
I know, you got
and then
me
I
on a
asked you
good
that
question.
first serious one and you're like, what?
Yeah, this is what I mean. A preconceived idea that's preconceived idea. I think maybe like fuck it hell. It's a great question.
Like as a kid, when you were like watching your favourite players on TV or going to games and you thought, oh, I bet they do that after the game, or I bet they do this and this after the game, and has that like lived up? You sort of like get what I... those like ideas of what a professional athlete does and like being different.
I think it's probably... I thought that players didn't switch off.
Yeah.
I just thought they were like...
On 24/7.
On 24/7, and then I realised that when you come in, man, we're all human. We all need to get out of our workspace. But I always thought when I was young, growing up, I think when you watch guys like Kobe, Bryant and stuff, who were just like boom, boom, live and breathe it. I thought that's what everyone was like, and then I came in and I realised that having a balance is so key.
Yeah.
That's probably
nice.
Yeah.
And then kind of sticking on that same line again, are there any sacrifices that you're willing to share that come with being a professional athlete in the rugby scene?
I think time away from family, with my family, like being from Wellington and then leaving. I think that's one thing that I had to sacrifice.
Yeah.
There's probably heaps of different little things.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, there's heaps, but it's probably a bit deeper than you know, give it had to give a few weekends. And stuff, but but
for sure.
I think probably sacrificing the time, which I mean for me it's I got family in Wellington, but there's guys who've come from Fiji or you know, John Ryan came from Ireland last year, so it's stuff like that. We have time away from family that it's a sacrifice really. So
yeah, for sure, and like missing out on those maybe like small moments that like when you look back on it, maybe it's a bigger moment rather than just a small one that 100%. People take for granted.
Yeah. There's definitely a few that you look back and go, wow. Or they talk about you like talking to your family. Oh, I remember when I was like, man, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because I was training or something, which you know, which is I guess a small sacrifice. Well, it can be a big one. Some people have missed.
I think it's a big. It just is all relative, really. I think.
100%.
How do you like balance that? Like knowing that you're making the sacrifice to like provide for your loved ones and like live out your dream.
Yeah.
How do you balance that sort of mindset?
I think that's exactly what you're saying. Like this is all a bigger picture. You're doing it for, you know, a bigger reason than just playing a game and winning a game. You're setting yourself up. You're setting your family up for, you know, when it's all said and done, I guess. So, I think when I look at being away from my family, it's the same thing. It's like I'm here on a job. I'm not here on a holiday.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like using all of this time just to be on holiday. I'm actually here working and doing something that will benefit everyone around me.
And it's meaningful as
well.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. And like a lot of different ways, not just for yourself or for your family. Like you're doing it for the team, like 100%. The community, all that sort of stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, nice. And then last one for these ones, what is something you love about being a professional footy player other than the free beer?
Yeah, it was great. What do I love? I love it all. I'm so grateful to be in this position, and like I love playing in front of people.
Yeah.
Especially here at home.
FMG.
There's no like, man. I always think like when you run out, and the crowd's like boom, and the cowbells are like boom, flags are like and they're playing Thunder, Thunderstruck. It's like little, hey, and if you could bottle that up and sell it, I think you should be a millionaire, trillionaire.
Nice.
Because it's this feeling of like, I don't know what it is. It's like
unexplainable
dopamine
feeling.
Or what's the sign? Is it dopamine?
I think it's dopamine.
I'm looking at, do you know dopamine?
I think it's dopamine.
Serotonin? Or I don't know what it is, but man, in adrenaline, there's all these like signs, I don't know what it is, these things that go on, you're just like, oh my days and nights, this is unreal.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that feeling, there's so many things, but I think, what was your question? What the? Yeah, I think that was
so funny.
Yeah, that little feeling is
big feeling. Little feeling is a big feeling.
I think when it's all said and done, and I'll like come and watch a game and see you run out, I'll be like, man, I just missed that little moment in time where you just feel invincible.
Adrenaline.
Yeah,
and it's just like, hey, let's go.
Holy hecker, yeah.
It's time to put on a show.
Literally, 100%.
Get the nails out. It's time to put on a show.
That's it. You got it. Oh.
Okay, now we've got 3 pick your poisons. Do you know what pick your poison is?
Wow.
It's sort of like would you rather, but it's just like a fun kind of alternative. Okay, so the first one is cry every time you got the ball or scream a really high-pitched scream every time your team got a turnover.
I think I already do the screaming part. I'll probably say scream.
Like really high-pitched, not just like, like a...
Yeah. But... I think I do that a lot anyway, but...
I'm going to hold you to it. I'm going to come to a game. I'm going to sit right down here and I'm going to be like, Naitoa, that was a turnover. Where's the scream?
Where's the scream? I think I'd do that. Crying, I'd probably run out of tears if I'd touching the ball that often. Yeah. You'd be out. I don't know if I'd be able to see the ball. I'd be like,
that is so funny. Next one, miss the ball every time you went to kick it or every second half you play you have slippery hands.
I'd miss the ball every time I kick it. Because I don't kick often.
When I was writing that, I was like, he doesn't really kick that often.
Yeah. I don't kick often.
Miss the ball.
Yeah. Or slippery hands sucks. Because I'm always, touching balls. Sorry. I'm always like line outs and stuff. And catching far out. Cut that. What is going on here? This is tasting delicious.
I'm leaving that in.
Oh
Just to clarify, Naitoa is always touching balls.
Yeah. Something rather,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Better beer, one of the greats. Only halfway in.
Oh my god. And then last one. This one is going to send me. I actually can't do. Play in shoes that are 2 sizes too big for you, or get the giggles every time you and your team are in the opposing side's half.
Oh.
And like when I say giggles, I mean like hysterically laughing.
Oh. That's a hard one. Can you play? You can play all good while you're laughing? Nah, but if you're hysterically laughing, it's very hard
like
to concentrate.
maybe just like the giggles, like hee.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's all good.
But like continuously while you're in the half.
Yeah, that's all good.
Can you give us like a little...
I don't know if I can. I don't know. I reckon I could. I think I played sports when I was laughing. It seemed alright. Two sizes.
But you can't tell your teammates either. Like you're just gonna be laughing out there on the field, and they're like, "Is he all good?"
Just be like, "Hey, I'm loving life, man." Let's score. Let's score a try.
Oh my god. Well, that is it. Thank you for joining.
No worries.
Better Bants. And this has been great. Cheers.
Cheers.
And cheers to Better Beer.
100%. Thank you, Better Beer.
Thank you, Better Beer.
This is nice. This is getting dangerous. Fuck's sakes.
That was good.